Is Harley Quinn a villain, an anti-hero, or a misunderstood soul? To answer that, we need to journey back to where it all started, Arkham Asylum. In the heart of Gotham City, behind the foreboding walls of Arkham Asylum, a young psychiatrist named Harley Quinn embarked on her career, eager to understand and help the troubled minds within. Little did she know that these walls would become the birthplace of the iconic Harley Quinn. Harleen was not just a dedicated professional, she was also a woman of intense curiosity. This curiosity led her to one inmate in particular, the Joker. His chaotic mind, his disregard for rules, and his inexplicable charisma intrigued her. She was drawn to him, not as a moth to a flame, but as a scholar to a mystery begging to be solved. As Harleen delved deeper into the Joker's psyche, their relationship evolved from doctor-patient to something much more complex. The Joker, a master manipulator, played on her empathy and fascination, blurring the lines between fascination and obsession. Harleen was lost in his madness, and in that madness, a new persona began to take shape. This was not an overnight transformation. It was a gradual descent, marked by small concessions and rationalizations, each one pulling Harleen further away from herself and closer to the Joker. She began to see the world through his eyes, to share in his twisted humor and his disdain for societal norms. It was not long before Harley Quinn was no more. In her place stood Harley Quinn, a reflection of the Joker's chaos and a testament to her own twisted fascination. But let's not forget, Harley Quinn was not a creation of the comic books. She was born in the world of animation, specifically Batman, the animated series. Her character was such a hit, she was later incorporated into the comic universe, giving her a permanent place in the annals of Gotham City's history. And thus, Harley Quinn was born not from a place of evil, but from a twisted fascination and love. From Arkham, Harley Quinn danced her way into our hearts through the medium of animation. Indeed, her first steps outside the asylum were into the realm of Batman, the animated series. Here, Harley transformed from a mere sidekick into a character brimming with depth, complexity, and a dash of madness. In the animated series, Harley's character was developed with careful attention to detail. She was no longer just a henchwoman in a jester's outfit. She became a psychologist who fell from grace, a lover entangled in a toxic relationship, and a villain with a twisted sense of humor. She was a woman who could crack a joke while cracking skulls, and that made her irresistibly captivating. One of the most compelling aspects of Harley's character in animation was her complex relationship with the Joker. This relationship was not just about infatuation. It was a psychological dance of manipulation, dependency, and chaos. It was a love story gone wrong, a twisted tale of obsession, and it added layers of complexity to Harley's character that we hadn't seen before. The animated series was just the beginning of her journey. Harley Quinn made her way into other animated series and films, from the new Batman Adventures to Justice League. Each appearance added something new to her character, from darker undertones to unexpected alliances. She was not confined to Gotham or the Joker. She was a force of nature that could not be contained. Harley's evolution in animation was a testament to her versatility as a character. She was more than just a sidekick or a love interest. She was a woman with her own story, her own battles, and her own moments of triumph. She was a villain, a hero, and everything in between. Animation gave us a glimpse into the chaotic, colorful, and complex world of Harley Quinn. It showed us the many faces of Harley, from the love-struck psychologist to the queen of chaos, and left us wanting more. Because let's face it, who can resist the charm of Gotham's favorite jester? From the animated world, Harley Quinn made her grand leap into the realm of live action, bringing her unique brand of madness to the big screen. In the live-action arena, Harley Quinn was initially introduced to us in the film Suicide Squad, portrayed by the talented Margot Robbie. Here she was still inextricably linked to the Joker, her character heavily defined by their tumultuous relationship. The film showcased her chaotic energy, her unpredictability, and her unflinching loyalty to the clown prince of crime. Even in this film, however, Harley's portrayal was marked by a certain depth and complexity, hinting at the potential for further character development. Then came Birds of Prey, a film that truly allowed Harley Quinn to shine. Free of the Joker's influence, Harley was given the chance to explore her independence, her resilience, and her capacity for growth. This film added layers to her character, revealing a woman who was more than just a villain or an anti-hero. She was shown as a survivor, a fighter, and at times, a rather reluctant champion of justice. Her relationships with the other characters, particularly the women in the Birds of Prey, played a crucial role in her character development. Interactions with characters like Black Canary, Huntress, and young Cassandra Cain allowed Harley to explore different aspects of her personality. It showed her capacity for empathy, her potential for leadership, and her determination to protect those she cared about. In the live-action realm, Harley Quinn was not just a sidekick or a love interest. She was not just a pawn in the Joker's games or a tool for chaos. She was a character with her own story, her own struggles, and her own victories. The live-action portrayal of Harley Quinn also touched upon the impact of trauma and manipulation in her life, subtly exploring how her past experiences with the Joker and the Arkham system influenced her choices and her personality. This added a psychological depth to her character, making her all the more relatable and intriguing. In live action, Harley Quinn evolved from being a sidekick to a character in her own right, commanding her own narrative. Harley Quinn has come a long way from her inception in Arkham, evolving through different mediums and narratives. Born as a psychiatrist in Arkham Asylum, she transformed into the colorful, chaotic Harley Quinn we know today. From animation to live action, she's been portrayed in myriad ways, each interpretation adding a new dimension to her character. Harley's evolution is a journey from villainy to anti-heroism. Once the Joker's sidekick, she stepped out of his shadow to become a force in her own right. But her story isn't just about labels, it's about complexities, about the blurred lines between right and wrong. Her actions and motivations have been interpreted in countless ways, sparking debates among fans. Is she a villain, an anti-hero, or a misunderstood soul? The answer isn't clear-cut. It's as layered and intricate as Harley herself. Harley Quinn remains an enigma, a character that is as complex as she is captivating, making us question if she's a villain, an anti-hero, or just a misunderstood soul.